Hello, American Patriots. JT 10 grand here. As you can see, I'm pointing towards an issue. June 1st, 2024. How many warning signs do we need? Non-stop flow of adult male migrants overwhelms border agents. America. This is what politicians do to overthrow other countries. This is exactly what they do. This is communism at its best. Communism is all about fear of government at all costs. So much fear that you just don't have no idea what they could possibly plan up next. We've been hit with COVID. We've been hit with vaccines. We've been worked to death for the last 3.5 years. We've been going through inflation. We've been working our butts off, and we can hardly pay rent. We can hardly pay for gas. We can hardly pay for food. And after we're exhausted, extremely tired, COVID out, now we have an actual single adult male army here from all over the world. Many countries that hate us. You know, they're coming here with their hate against America, but the people are not the ones that decide where our politicians take us, where they take our money to go destroy a country or whatever. But it's like we're being the scapegoat. It's like, oh, we'll just take it out on them. They don't like us, well, we'll just, you know what? Heck with it. We'll just take them out. We don't even care anymore. That's what this feels like. How many more warning signs do we need? Think about this. If you were the enemy of America, okay? Now again, don't try to tell me I'm not pro-migration. I love everybody. I judge people how they treat others, how they talk, how they act. But mainly act, because anybody can talk the game. I mean, somebody could sit there and lie right to your face and you'd never even know. Car dealerships do it all the time. But how many more warnings do we need of this adult male invasion? Now, think about this. If you were an enemy getting ready to attack, you would want to weaken up your opponent as much as possible. So everybody keeps saying, why are they throwing this pride movement down our throats, stuffing it down our kids' throats, telling men to become women, totally blue pilling us with this feminist energy? Again, I don't have any problem with women. I mean, they've pushed it down our throats to the point where men are proud to wear dresses and dance around the street. Well, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. You can be who you want to be. But just think about this for a minute. If you wanted to attack a country, you would want to do some things, right? Let's make everybody weak and feminist. Let's create this feminist wave of energy so we can make everybody so weak. Get rid of all the alpha energy. Then let's hit them with COVID. Wear them out. Then, after they're worn out and exhausted, now let's allow 20 million people to come across that are just going to be able to sit around on vacation while we go to work busting our butts like never before to take care of these people. So they get to sit around on vacation while we get to go to work every single day busting our butt to hardly even feed ourselves. At the same time, inflation's been the worst. I mean, we are literally being shook down by our president. Shook down, softened up, taking away our oil independence, draining it, selling it off, bankrupting us beyond oblivion, COVIDing us, vaccinating us to death, fentanyl and drugs flowing through nonstop, human trafficking, porn sites, nonstop. Everything that you would want to keep away from your kid, they are giving your kid. So now, when we are at our softest and at our very most weakest and our very most vulnerable, Mr. Biden decides it's the right time to let 22 million adult males into our country. Not all of them are adult males, but it's getting to the point where it's being reported almost daily. Here's one right here. For crying out loud, wake up, America. Border Patrol, you too, man. You got to start stepping up. This is now, you need to protect us.
That's the highest daily total ever. Senator Lindsey Graham with this message for President Biden.
Notice how the migrants hide their face. They don't want to be known.
The solution to a broken border before a bunch of people get killed.
I'll show you what I'm talking about.
National security disaster in the making.
Bill Melugin is at the border and
watch when he shows. Watch when he shows, and there's so many examples of this of how they like hide their face. Hang tight.
CBP sources tell me in the last 24 hours alone, there have been just short of 10,000 migrant encounters here at our southern border. More than 3,000 of those.
Watch how these guys will hide their face.
We'll show you the situation here in Lukeville.
Some of them won't, but I'm telling you, some of them will.
Desert, 2 hours.
And they have this look in their eyes, some of
People
them.
continue to cross here illegally from all over the world. You can see the
hoodies on, masks on.
Men, a lot from African countries. We talked to guys who came in from Mauritania, Morocco, Liberia.
They have this look on their face like they know what's up, but we don't.
They first flew into South America, then traveled through.
Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Then went right through Mexico to the border here with the.
I could be wrong. But what if I'm right? If we don't stop this now, what could become of this? And you got to admit, this is not the same migration. There's a plan in place here. Let's look at another one. Let's look at this picture right here. See how they're like all looking away from the cameras, making sure they're not looking at them? Again, some of them are. Some of them are. But there's so many of them hiding, and they're all adult males. And I heard something today. Usually when you see adult males flocking with no family, that's usually the sign of men going to war. Okay? That's what happened because they leave the family behind. Okay, let's go to the next one. The last one I got. Oh, this just came out, I think today, on the June 1st, 2024. Once again, look at the one guy hiding his face. So many of them. And then look at the way they're standing. At attention. Look at that. Well in shape. At attention, like they've been, trained or something. They stand like they're in military formation. Look at them. And look at our freaking Border Patrol. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, okay, sounds good. Oh, that's your name? Sure, no problem. I don't care. Mickey Mouse? Fine, that works for me. Listen, Border Patrol, military, states, step up. It's time to step up to the plate. This is ridiculous. I don't care. It's time to step up. It's time to do what Texas did. Texas has set a military base up now. They have a military base up in Texas with National Guard there. A military base. And yet we still have people in our protective community, security communities, still just asking name, number, okay, here you go. Listen, what is it going to take? This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. Oh yeah, and then let's throw in the fact of defunding police. Oh, that's a great idea. This is all happening at a great time, isn't it? Very ironic. Defunding police. Big, huge pride feminist movement. LGBTQ movement. Border invasion. COVID. Vaccines. This is all happening very, very like it's planned. How great is that? Now our police are defunded. So who are you going to call if any of these people just start driving around shooting and killing? Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call? The police that got defunded? Whose idea was that? They're using race and gender issues. They're using these topics that are so uncomfortable to talk about. They're using that to literally destroy stuff because they know people don't want to talk about it. And since people don't want to talk about it, they'll just ignore it. But this is the time. No more ignoring. Step up, police. Step up, Border Patrol. Step up, states. You are literally allowing... I mean, even if this is a 10% chance, you should still be stopping it. But at this point, I'm at like 70% chance that something's going down. I'm serious. I am about 70% chance that this administration, Biden, if they lose to Trump, I would not doubt 1 second in my mind they tell all these guys to raise hell and start killing and just go nuts. And then guess what? De Niro's going to go on CNN and say, we warned you this would happen if Trump was elected. We warned you Trump was a threat to democracy. Excuse me? No, the threat was letting an entire foreign army to come in through our country under the guise of migration. Even the people that migrated here, the Hispanic community, they know what's up too. They can see it. I've talked to so many of them. When is our Border Patrol and police going to step up? I'm telling you, this is a matter of time. This is like 70% chance. Have a plan in place, people. That's all I got to say. Get a hold of your family. Get a hold of your friends. And find out what you're going to do. If something does happen, God forbid. And pray. And pray. And be careful. Watch your surroundings. Watch what kind of apps you're using where you're putting your money out there, your auto pay, billing, debit cards, all that stuff. I'm trying to warn you, America. I said it June 1st, 2024. And I'm telling you, they'll blame it on Trump. This is their last playing card because they feel like if they lose the Democrat Party that's currently in there, they're going for broke right now because they know it's now or never. So they're basically like, hey, if we lose, then we're just going to burn it all down. I mean, literally, that's the feeling I'm getting. Like, they're just literally saying, we're going to just cause rampant chaos if Trump wins. And then we're going to go blame it on Trump as if it's his fault. This was facilitated. How much money did you get paid for this, Biden? What did they do? Say, hey, Biden, I'll give you $1 billion if you allow us to empty our prisons into your country. Or, hey, Biden, how much would it cost if you take all of our insane asylum people? What if I give you $1 billion? Can we just drop them at the border? Would that be okay? Every single country that Hunter Biden, supposedly made contact with, Russia, China, and the Middle East, Kazakhstan, all and probably the cartels too. Have you noticed they're all making mass money right now? All the same countries Hunter Biden did dirty business with. I mean, was the business human trafficking? and human trafficking our enemies in? Like, can you imagine, like, the Iranian president, like, hey, Mr. Biden, I got a deal for you. I'm trying to get terrorists in your country, but I can't do it if Trump's there. So I need to get them in. Well, how about if I pay you $10 billion? And Biden's so corrupt, he would probably sell his own grandchild for $1 million. And then he's playing this, oh, I'm dazed and confused. I have no idea what's going on. I almost think that's probably a guise, too. So he can just act like he doesn't know what's going on. This is all a shit show, and I know what's going on. And you know it, too. It's time we stop dancing around these sensitive issues. It's time to address this. And our military and police need to step up. And I'm not saying violence. I'm talking about secure our border. No more. No more entries. Done. Absolutely done. Bring the hoses. Bring the tractors like they did in Poland. The farmers brought all the tractors and blocked the border. Stand at the border. This has got to end. Otherwise, we're going to be ending. And I'm talking about everybody in America, because it's all... If this starts, everybody's going to be running around just killing each other. And that's what I fear the most. God bless you all. Be safe. Pray. Watch out. Keep your police informed. And gosh forbid, please, please look who you are voting for, please. Because we are on the way to a communist government in no time. At a NASCAR rate. God bless you all. Be safe. And may God protect America. Because Americans love everybody. We do. But when you have a corrupt government, we're at the mercy. But sooner or later, the people have to stand up. That's why the Constitution was made. For us to be able to stand up when we have an out-of-control president. It's time to stand up, America. Peacefully. But if these fools are, can do it, then they can do it to anybody. Wake up. Like and subscribe, please, if you want to hear more. I don't know if they're blocking this stuff on YouTube. They're probably censoring me. But I'm going to try and share this as much as I can. I hope YouTube's not censoring me. Because this is very important. I mean... If America goes down, it's going to be slavery all over the world. It will be. It'll be a handful of trillionaires, and everybody else will be slaves and victims to anything and everything. Killings, taking all the money from your bank account, and you have no say in it. And if you ask any questions, they'll cut your head off. I mean, that's what we're talking about right here. Wake up, America, please. Please, God, wake up. Be safe, everyone.